Hello and welcome to Mike's Gym and Training at 45. Hope everyone's doing okay. It's been a while since I've posted a workout. Still been training very consistently. Been a lot of things going on and made a lot of upgrades to the home gym. Including some rain protection now. So I've got this thing here, which is important addition. Although since installing that, it seems to have stopped raining now in the UK continuously. So that's a real bonus. So training wise, what have we been doing? So I've been following an upper lower split. That's been pretty much going on now since January. I feel it's been working really well for me. It's kept the workouts to kind of around an hour-ish with setting up different exercises. And I think that's really helped, and it's allowed me to concentrate a lot more effort into the workouts. I think part way through that time, somewhere around maybe early March time, I had another bit of a back tweak. So I started looking at my programming and realized that especially in the lower body workout, I'd got a series of exercises that were all following on from each other. So I was going from like a heavy leg extension, fairly heavy leg press, straight into then barbell lunges, and then immediately turning that into a giant set with front squats. So I got to the bottom of a front squat and just felt something really weird with my back and thought it's not safe to continue the rep. So I dumped the bar, immediately carried on stretching, managed to continue the workout, but then after that was getting a lot of kind of spasms and things like that again. So straight back to the physio, get some advice there. So since that point, I've then modified the workout, realized that it was just too overloading really, especially as the barbell lunges were extremely taxing. I was doing something like 30 reps in a row with a fair bit of weight as well on my back. So it was all too much. So I'm trying to enhance a bit more of the posterior chain now in the workout. And what I've been doing is doing a lot of thinking around the programming side as well, with a thing called undulating periodization. So in a simplified form, it's a case of thinking about different rep ranges, different intensities from workout to workout. So for the lower body, I've got two versions. There's like an A and a B of the lower body. So today is going to be the B section. So slightly heavier on some of the compound moves, but then some of the more isolation moves will always stay the same between workouts. And then in the upper body, there's a similar thing going on, although that's split into kind of like an A, B and C. So that's kind of how it all maps out there. So I've been doing a lot of planning on that with the help of sort of AI, Copilot, and blogging my workouts. So I suppose previously my videos were more of a blog really, so I could remind myself of where workouts were going, what things were working for me, what wasn't. And now I'm kind of typing all of that in after a workout, explaining what worked for me, really concentrating on having some solid logs in the logbook of every workout and where they've gone to. And I think that really helps then to monitor your progress. And I think keeping lifts consistent as well. Just saying, you know what, these particular compound moves, I'm really going to push these. I'm determined that I'm going to increase my, I don't know, landmine overhead press over time, bit by bit. And seeing that happen throughout your logbook, I think is really important, rather than just going to the gym and thinking, oh yeah, I think I'll do this today. And then just eliminating exercises that don't work or haven't got as much stability. So I suppose that's another big factor for me as I get a little bit older as well. It's what moves can I do in a really stable way and concentrate on like sort of one all-out set for that exercise, and then move on to another thing that's going to complement that for me. So without further ado, I'm going to get warmed up and get into this session. So even on lower days, I'll always start with the hangs on the bar. I find it just unlocks my back a little bit better. Okay, so that's some general stretches done. Because we're going to kind of superset the first couple of exercises, which is the leg extension machine and leg press machine, I'm going to just start with some lightweight, get some movement and freedom on that, and then build up to the main work set. We can move to the leg extension. So I've actually made a different backboard for this. Let's go on here. So this allows me to have a bit more of a declined seating angle on the exercise. So it props a little bit of wood between the pin, and that allows me to get the arm of the machine as far back as possible, and that way I feel I can get a good stretch on the exercise all the way through and feel the weight right from the bottom. Whereas before, with the just attachment on an end of a bench, it just didn't work that well at all and was difficult for loading. So I feel getting this leg extension machine has definitely been a worthwhile addition to the gym. Okay, so we'll just keep warming up, adding another 45 pound plate at a time until we get to the working weight. Okay, we'll start the timer. So I'm aiming for good controlled reps, 2-second hold at the top of the rep, slow descent down, straight back up, going quite high reps on this, 35 reps, and then we'll go straight into the leg press. So the timer's ticking by the second. Here we go. That was tough. I only got 34 last time. We got 36 in there, so that's good. We'll be moving up a little bit of weight for the next session. It just gets hard on those last few reps, just to squeeze out. Oh, I need to straighten my legs. Just to squeeze out the last few reps. Try and get 15 reps on this. I got 15 last time, but we've now upped the weight by 2.5 kilos. So anything goes. I think that was 16. That was good. So I've actually reinforced the base of this machine because it was just cracking under the load. So I've had to fit really heavy duty marine ply to the base on it to just stop it cracking under all the load. But since that has been done and adding some extra padding to it, I find it's really comfortable on my back, provided I don't bottom out the machine on the reps. It's important just to keep the range of motion just to the point where you could feel your butt raising up a little bit in the air and the back just about to round, and that's the safe limit really to go. It's not worth trying to push beyond that because that could cause back problems. Okay, so we're now going to move to a unilateral leg exercise, just single leg. So I've stripped a lot of weight off the leg press and we're going to do single leg press. So I'm going to kind of move my body more over to one side of the pad, just so my foot is more in a central position, just so there's no mechanical resistance from the leg press machine. Then just go for continuous reps. This is a final kind of burnout really, but I find it's a lot safer and more stable for me than doing barbell lunges with a bar on my back, kind of twisting that lower back at the same time as lunging forwards. And because the reps are continuous, I find there's a lot more kind of continuous stimulation then on the legs, and I find I feel different muscles kind of kick in compared to just the leg press on its own, dual leg. So we're going to do it just one set, no need for a warm-up because that's already sorted. So we'll just get in position, we'll go for it. Start with the weakest leg first. $18 on each leg. That really burns, and just getting that lockout on the last few, it's really quite taxing. Okay, next exercise then. I've thrown this into the program as more of like a rehab type exercise. So it's going to be doing a standard barbell deadlift. Just go in with like a sub-maximal load, so just got 70 kilos on here. Just going to do a couple of sets of 8 reps, just solid reps. I know I could easily lift this and a lot more, but it's all about rehabilitation for the lower back muscles, and just to remind them that it's safe to concentrate on lifting a load, and then there's less likely for me to have spasms. And I found this has been a really great rehabilitation exercise, probably better than doing physiotherapy and everything else for the lower back, because it actually just trains the lower back to withstand the tension. So I'm going to concentrate on good quality form, keeping the bar close to me, good technique all the way through the rep, no jerking, nothing quick, and we'll just get that done. Oh, that's good. Something quite invigorating about doing those. What I found when I first started getting back into these as like a rehab thing, I was letting the bar come too far away from me on the way down, so subconsciously trying to do that and making sure, you know, keeping that back in a good position. But yeah, it's a good exercise, just don't need to be doing crazy weights on it. Okay, this next exercise has got a fair few setup options. So we've got a bench, it's set like that with a band, and we'll become clear around that in a minute. We have our barbell, and we're going to do a feet elevated glute raise. So I've got a band, this is going to go around my thighs, so I can apply outward pressure as I'm doing the exercise, also to work the abductors. So I've also got the band that's going to go around me here to hold me into the bench. 13 reps. So the band also gives a little bit of tension in the reps. I found that's the way I can make that exercise work, where I can keep the stability there and keep the form good, where I can feel it in the intended muscles, which is like sort of some of the hamstring and the glutes. Okay, next we have the seated leg curl. Going to try and aim for 12 to 18 reps on this. In my other session I'll go a little bit higher in reps, but there we go. So I do prefer this version over the lying forward curl. I find there's less opportunity to cheat because you're locked in at the top, and I can feel a lot more tension on the hamstring. So again, this is another great reason of having this leg extension machine. Okay, let's get straight into it. I'm going to just put a little bit of padding as well on my legs, just to really firmly lock me in. So last time I got 14 and had to assist the 15th. I've just got 16 there and just helped it up with my hand just to get the last little bit to make 17. Just love the action on that. Just come out into the daylight again. Rudy's checking out the training area. He can detect the sweat. You a good boy? Right, let's carry on with this workout. So just a few more exercises to do to finish off. So we're going to do a couple of supersets for the calves and the tibialis, which is the muscle that runs front of the shin. So I've got this new addition to the workout structure, which is the tibialis bar. So I'll show you how that works in a bit. And first of all, we're going to do donkey calf raises on the leg press. Here we go for the calf raise then. And down. I've got the pins in, no need to take those out. Just get my feet in a good position on the plate so I can rock them right back and get a really deep stretch in the calves. Cannot seem to beat 21 reps on this, so we'll see how we get on. 19. 20. 21. Come on, there's more in me. Oh, slow. 22. 22. Oh my days. 22. That's one more. I've been stuck at 21 of them on these for ages. Very slow progress. I think the previous exercises really take a lot out of the calves without realising it. Okay, so we've got a bench set. So I put this board at the back of the bench just so I can relax my back. Okay, feet are in the tib bar. Just going to pull myself back now so I can start the reps. So we're going for a good stretch on these. Starts off easy, but then the reps get painfully slow. Okay, slowing down now, but trying to concentrate on bringing it all the way up. Okay, here's the next setup. Elevated the pad height. Got our weights on the leg press. I'm going to lie forward and then calf raise it. So it turns it into kind of like a seated calf raise. Oh, 25 or 26 possibly. We'll put some weight up next time. Oh, that's good. Okay, this is the last stand now. Got the bench flat. I'm just going to do one more set of tib raises in a flat position. Okay, so that's the end of the workout. Another good session. Got a few different exercises, but we're just going with one set of each, one all out set. It feels really good. I think the lesson for today is it's all about the logbook. It's about beating that logbook. It's about having a plan, having a strategy of where your training's going and what you're doing with it. So the next time I do lower body, it'll be the same as this, except the leg press will go up to 35 reps with a lower weight, and the bridge will go up to 20 reps, and the leg curl will go up to 25 reps. So a little bit of variation there. We're doing a similar thing with the upper body, so I'll have to film that because there's a number of new exercises that have crept into the upper body sessions now, which is good. But yeah, steady progress. And I think as well as utilising the latest technologies, things like AI and that can really help you just to almost talk to yourself and say, well, where's my training going? Is it optimised? Is my order of exercises working for what I want to do? Am I working around injuries? Am I working around my own biomechanics? Because, you know, I'm like 6'3". My levers are a lot longer than someone who's a lot shorter. So for me to move the same amount of weight as them, it feels a lot more for me. So I was thinking about that as well, about feeling the exercises and what are they doing, keeping yourself fit and active. Anyway, enough rambling. Look forward to the next training session, and I hope your training sessions are going really well, and I hope you enjoying this content and stuff. And yep, I'll see you soon, and keep training at 45 and beyond.